channel. Hello guys, welcome to Final Whistle, where we bring you basically everything about sport, football in its organic form, from analysis to reaction to prediction, even Niger football update. To bring it to you too. Now it's no longer a news. Finidi George is on the hot seat right now. Ugochukwu, wonderful having you on set.
Same here, brother.
Now Ugochukwu, you've been an advocate of this particular Finidi George.
Yeah, sadly so.
Are you now behind the NFF taking him out of the picture, or you still believe in this your Finidi George?
I think I'm in a mixed position right now.
Okay.
But for the sake of the Super Eagles going to the World Cup, I think it's better to relieve him of his duties. Okay. I've looked at it and I know that, man, this guy has little or nothing to offer at this point. Especially the fact that we have World Cup in sight. If we were looking at AFCONs only, then I can say yes, he can gamble it and go there. But the World Cup is a different ball game entirely. Exactly. So that being said, I think Finidi is not the man for the job for the World Cup qualifications at this point.
So you now want NFF to take him off the picture?
Yeah. As soon as possible, actually. As soon as possible.
Now, if eventually Finidi is out of the picture, do you think the NFF is going to give us another indigenous coach, or we'll go back to the foreign base again?
And one of the reasons we saw a local coach was because I felt like the finance was a problem. Okay. You see that the last coach, apart from Pasero, Ganatro took us to court of arbitration in sports over salary payments and all that. So we are yet to see Pasero do that. But it means monies is being involved that and they are not being paid. We saw Christian Chukwu come out to say that he was not being paid. How much is his salary? So I think as regards to that, we might not have the opportunity to get a foreign coach right now. We know what's happening in the country. The economy is down. We have businesses leaving and all that. So I think it is not a time for a foreign coach to come in. We have local coaches that could, if given the right support, properly chosen, do better. So that's that.
So in your own opinion, Gochuku, who do you think, out of those people that have submitted their CV, who do you think would do justice to this Super Eagles work?
The thing is, among the people that submitted their CVs, I feel like Amunike was a better option because from the look of things, Amunike had better experience. He had played around the world. Yes, Finidi did that.
Sorry to cut you short, we are looking at Finidi George as an assistant coach to Jose Pesero, and they did very well in the AFCON, taking us to the final. Yeah, that was the main reason why we all clamor for Finidi George. Now we are going back to the Amunike now, another indigenous coach. Do you think those guys can actually do justice to this coaching job?
Yeah, he can. Okay. So what Amunike did with the under-17 boys. Okay. This Oshime and the likes, Oshime, Samuel Chukwueze and all that. It is about the proper discipline. The coaching tactics is there. Finidi has it. But I felt like his body language was wrong. He could not control the boys. We need someone that could do that at some point. Because there are certain changes that he was supposed to make earlier. But he did not have the balls to do that. You saw that happen with bringing in Sadiq Ismaila. When he came in, the game changed. Why didn't he do that earlier? Why didn't he revert to benching Ajayi, playing Calvin Bassey and this in the centre back? But for me, I think that's not a topic right now. What we should be discussing about is how did we even get Finidi in this job in the first place? Because the truth is, I have gone back to sit back and
it's more like a conversation,
observe one or two things. And I noticed that, in the footballing world, before a coach is being announced, we saw it happen to Enzo Maresca. You would go and finalize with the parent club first, settle them. But this was not what happened in the case of Finidi. He was announced while he was still the coach of Eyimba. So it felt like there was no proper interview by a technical committee, because if a technical committee had sat on that this thing on that interview, they would have noticed certain loopholes in the this thing. So it felt like Finidi was just, appointed by a higher authority. I don't want to call names, but it felt that way.
Okay.
And that has actually cost us what we are seeing right now. But going forward, I believe we have certain grace because the contract he signed was a 1-year contract, and the clause right now, the clause makes sense to us.
Okay.
Initially we discussed
Yes,
about
initially
the 1-year contract.
we are angry that the 1 year is too small for him to work.
It looked too small.
Yeah.
But right now, are we not glad?
Exactly.
Are we not glad? Imagine signing a 5-year contract and you can't deliver for a 2-month this thing. So you have to now pay the person up for 5 years.
For 5 years.
These are the things Mourinho enjoyed as a coach.
Exactly.
But that's on that topic entirely. I felt like it is not only Finidi's fault in this entire thing. It is easy to scapegoat one person, but it's a compound problem from the NFF down to the coach, down to the players. You get that was why a lot of fans were clamoring for discipline. He should come out. We expected that in the football, in the media party he did. Come out, hit at some players. Mourinho does that a lot. You scold some players because you don't expect them to come in late and stick to a tactics you are just trying to create. And so I feel like that was one of his problems. If he doesn't have that capacity to talk to certain players that he feels like they are big shots, then he's not good for the job for me.
Exactly.
When Genetro came in, Mikel Obi said it. It's a public knowledge that this guy came and said, "What is all this?" In fact, there was a review by previous coaches that we've had. They talked about indiscipline in the Super Eagles. Normally after a coach leaves, he writes a report. So when Genetro read it, he was like, let's see how that works. When he came, he immediately started working on
them.
Those things he met on ground. Mikel had to come out. I think it was in the Vanguard at that time, and said, "Omo, this coach now coach. He had come and done certain things. If you watch our training section, my bro, you would be angry. They came in with music players, people that came in late. Bassi was there with a music player. They were there with their phones, taking pictures. And I'm like, what?
The lack of discipline
2 days
is another thing.
A World Cup qualifier. If you don't want to play for the jersey, please take it off.
Exactly. And
if you don't want to coach Super Eagles, leave.
It's as if they are doing us favor.
For God's sake.
For God's sake. It's as if they are even doing us the Nigerians favor.
So for me, right, in all this, I can say Finidi cannot coach them. He's scared of them.
So enough is enough for Finidi.
He should go.
Yeah.
We have the likes of Olise.
Yeah.
If you know the kind of discipline Olise. So Olise was one of the coaches that said, NFF, you can't pay players, you can't pay allowances. Then I'm going. He had a very short span, but in that short span, 14 games. He won 14 games.
Wow.
Lost 2 in a very short span.
That's a good record.
Olise na no nonsense person, He went to Netherlands. He went to Netherlands. He did it for Fortune Sider. Told them the board and him what have you. Oh man, if he did that kind of place, he left them. That takes a coach that knows his worth. If you don't know your worth, you'll be there. You will sit around and they will push you here, push you here. That's why you will see Finidi in the press conference sitting.
It's
like
so
this,
cold.
So cold, body language
so
zero.
Cold.
How would the players respect you when you react like as if you don't even know what you are saying? They asked him about formation. He said, "We don't have formation. We just try to win the ball. Don't do that." So for me, that was one of the major problems of Finidi.
It's so obvious. Let's deviate a bit from the Finidi topic. Now there were results played yesterday.
Yeah, that result was not favorable at all. I think some Nigerians were calculating yesterday by permutation that we still have chances of going to the World Cup. But that chance became slim. After the result of yesterday, we had the likes of Rwanda winning Lesotho 1-0 from away, and South Africa whooping Zimbabwe 3-1.
Wow.
So in that Group C, We are seated fifth in the group, but that's not the only problem. The first to the third are 7 points.
Wow.
And we are with 3 points out of possible 12. Which magic you want to do? Let us be sincere.
Even the calculator,
which magic will you do now? We are going to take on Rwanda next in March 2025.
Can we beat
home
Rwanda?
And away? Can we beat Rwanda?
That's the thing.
We drew Lesotho. Rwanda beat Lesotho. Yes, football is not when you play this person, that's the same result you get for that person. But these boys, even Ndidi, that is supposed to be the captain, he made a statement. I was like, bro,
maybe so.
Ndidi said, because we are Nigeria, doesn't mean we beat everybody.
Can you imagine?
So there was nothing in him.
There was no confidence at all.
They were not. No. Almost. Let's be sincere with ourselves. This crop of players are not giving us what we want at this point in time. It's not everybody that is a leader.
Yeah.
Indeed, he's not a leader.
Exactly.
He's supposed to be a floor member. You can't make that statement in a press conference. Before a game.
It's very conflicting. Yeah.
Before a game.
Yeah.
When we had the likes of Roy Keane taking on even a coach. It was until the Mourinho era before we saw coaches started coming out to talk. Before it was captains that led teams. But our captain is saying we cannot beat everybody. We cannot beat everybody. We are here. Mikel Obi started paying house rent, paying hotel bills, paying everything. That's the captain. That's what it takes to be a captain.
Yeah.
But indeed, he came to the media. They were like, the fact that we are Nigeria doesn't mean we have to beat everybody.
That's very conflicting.
He should please.
That's very conflicting. Thank you so much, Igbo.
Thank you, my brother.
It's always wonderful having you on set. Now it's becoming more a difficult time for the Super Eagles in the Group C because it's no longer funny. The chance of going to the World Cup is becoming more tighter. And finidi, George, let's see what the NFF is going to decide. Either you're going to leave the picture or you're still going to stay the picture. Now, this is where we do the content for this production.
Let me quickly tell you that our AFCON game is September. So if we are going to see finidi, he has one more match grace. If you win him.
Oh, you haven't said give him the grace.
We know this is no, this is Nigeria. I'm looking at if they don't sack him, it's going to take till September. So he has a chance of qualifying to the AFCONs in September this year. Or he loses the job. I think he can still go back to him, but there's still space there for him.
Alright, we wish you good luck.
Yes.
My brother, I still believe in you. Now, this is how we're going to continue for today's production. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you feel in the comment section. And don't forget to follow the TikTok and the Twitter handle at finalwhistle931. We'll see you again next time. Thank you.